Allow myself to introduce myself. It's kind of a skeleton crew today. Just me and Ian.
That's right.
That's right? There you go. All right. Let's get right to the news. Remember how some of you complain we don't talk about regular cars enough? Well, today is one of those episodes because we are talking about cars that you probably can't afford. It's a sports car news-loaded day, and the internet rumor mill is working overtime. We're going to start with some images of the new Ferrari 620 GT, then a douchey 911 driver tries to take a shortcut and gets stuck, literally. Also, we've got some reports about the replacement Enzo and its absurd horsepowerness. Plus, it's Dumbass Tuesday, where a car gets forked. What's up, everybody? I'm Derek D. This is Fastlane Daily, and you are cool for watching it. Ian, how was your weekend?
Pretty good. How about you?
Good. Well, 3-dayer?
That's right.
All right. President's Day episode was good.
That's great.
I think you guys liked it. All right, on to the news of today. Ferrari has been pretty quiet for a while since the reveals of their 458 Italia and Italia Spider. Well, that's not the case anymore because we've got rumors about the 599 GTB Successor, which will be revealed on Wednesday before Geneva. It's had quite the share of spy shots, but now we've got one of the prototype's naked ass and another of a sketched full body. Team Speed provided the sketch, and they say it's pretty spot on, although I do think the sketch looks kind of like it was drawn by a high school art student who's good, but still needs some work. I don't know, it's just my opinion. I was an art major, that's all I'm saying. Anyway, people are calling this replacement the 620 GT, but the only thing we know for sure is that it will be powered by a V12. That engine should be a 6.3 liter with about 700 horsepower to the face. A 7-speed dual clutch and rear-wheel drive will manage that power, plus a lock and rear diff. All in all, this is pretty good news, especially for those people who thought eco-crazies had killed the last of the new V12 cars. Well, no, they're still alive and well. Can you afford one? Probably not. You know those drivers, the douchey Porsche 911 owners who think they're God's gift to humanity and tool around the streets like they own them? Now, obviously, it's not true for all 911 drivers. That's all. Let me just put that disclaimer out there. But usually, the worst that happens to these morons is they get the occasional ticket. Maybe they think they know how to drive and they crash it stupidly. But this next guy, he takes the cake. He was driving along and decided he'd take a shortcut around some construction cones because, well, he's obviously above the law and can do whatever he wants. After making this I'm better than everyone else decision, karma caught up to him and he drove straight into wet concrete on a San Francisco road. Yeah, look at that. Workers stated it was well coned off and that he was just trying to sneak in from a side street. The driver responded with, quote, "The concrete looked solid." Dude was stuck in his car because he didn't want the concrete to get in the car. Dude, that's the least of your worries. The whole undercarriage and the brakes will need to be replaced. Not going to be cheap. All that for getting where you wanted maybe a minute quicker, or you would have got where you wanted maybe a minute quicker. The comments on this story, though, were pretty funny, and people wrote taglines for these images. One said, they say that driving a Porsche is like becoming one with the road. I see, because the car, yeah. And just show me the Carfax. That was another one. And maybe not that funny, but it was all right. All right, moving on. To add to the Ferrari insanity, here's another story from the good old internet rumor mill. And I'll start with the good stuff. The Ferrari Enzo Successor, set for a 2015 release, is projected to put out 920 horsepower. What the F? That is NASCAR power on the road. Reports say this monster will be called the F70 and will use a beefed-up version of the V12 that we just mentioned that'll go into that 620 GT. 120 horsepower? Well, that will come from the kinetic energy recovery system, also known as KERS, as used in F1. However, the KERS system only gives a power boost for a short time until the energy is regenerated. That means you have to make do with just 800 horsepower. Come on! What the hell am I supposed to do with only 800 horsepower? I can't do anything with that. Weight will also drop to about 2,500 pounds and driving dynamics will improve. Looks like the F70 will battle it out with the next generation of supercars like the McLaren F1 Successor and the Porsche 918, which is a sexy beast. Also seems as if no one is going to be able to afford one, and the people who can afford one will never drive it how it's supposed to be driven. Am I bitter, Ian?
No, that's how it is.
I'm sure there's some people watching this that probably can't afford one. for the most part, none of us can. Moving on to a dumbass, shall we? Because why, Ian?
It's Dumbass Tuesday.
That's right, it's Dumbass Tuesday. Now, there isn't just one dumbass in this video, there are multiple morons. As you see, these dudes here pushing out a car from a garage. Notice how none of them looked to see if anyone was coming either way. And whack! There it is. A forklift driver drives directly into the car, not only smashing it with his cargo, but stabbing the driver's side door with the forks. Now, how the forklift driver didn't see this car coming out of the garage, I don't know. Looks like, he was coming from, he had a straight shot, and he had about 7 seconds to see that the car was sticking out of the garage. But the guys pushing the car should have double-checked. And, they just bottom line, they should have double-checked if anyone was coming. The dude at the end cracks me up, though. Watch how he angrily throws the box away from the car as if that is going to fix anything with this stupid mistake. See that again? He's all like, oh, damn it. And he's all like, oh. You gentlemen are all dumbasses. Every single one of you. Got to be careful. Anyway, that'll do it for Fastlane Daily today. I'm Derek D, and we're on Twitter. You can follow us at Fastlane Daily. We're also on Facebook. Like us. YouTube. Jeez. I'm just messing that all up. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. Go find us there and be our friends. Thank you. Goodbye. Oh, bye. Say bye, Ian.
Goodbye.
It's had quite the share of spy shots, but now we've got one of the prototype's naked ass and another of a scab-a-doobie-da.
Always fresh, every day, Fastlane Daily.